Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are here for the Mandala drawing. I am your host, Nidhi Prakash, and today we are going to draw Mandala NPA 076. This is 76th number Mandala, and I welcome you all. Let me see in the chat and on the screen you can see few hashtags for today's Mandala and a little disclaimer. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Linda. Hello, Instant Karma. Bonjour, Annie. Hello, DMO. कैसे हो Sabana Ora? मैं अच्छी हूँ Sabana. Nice. Thanks for asking. Hello, Joyce. Good morning, Carol. Hello, Nell from Netherlands. Looking forward to creating. Yeah, me too. Good evening, Els. Hi, Karen from UK. Good morning from Puyallup, Washington. Yay, I'm also in Washington. I'm in Sammamish, Rebecca, right now. Good afternoon, Nell. Bonjour, Valerie. Seeing you after a long time. Bonjour, Celine. Good morning after. Awesome from Northern California, Jen. Hello, Els from Belgium. Awesome. Good morning from North Carolina. I was in North Carolina past 9 years. Now I'm in Washington, Seattle. Good evening. Oh, my mom. Hello, mom. Love you. Good. So good to see you here in the chat. Hello, Mimi Patch from France. Hi, Anna from Thailand. Do you have snow? Yes, we had a snow, Linda. Day before yesterday, it was a pretty good snow, but the temperature is still just the 27 Fahrenheit today morning here. So, yeah, it's pretty cold. Let's talk about the supplies. I'm working on a 6-inch square paper. It's a Strathmore tile. All the materials, whatever I'm using, the list of these material is a material list is there in the video description with all their Amazon links. I'm going to use this helix circle or any protector, ruler, pencil. I have put one pencil in the compass, one pencil for the drawing, eraser, pencil for the shading. You can use two different pen or just one tip pen. It's absolutely up to you. And this is also optional to use the circle template. That's all. And one blending stump or the tortillon. Yes. So here we are. I hope everybody is ready. Are you guys ready to draw? Shall I start? Ready. Awesome, Kathy. So as always, we start mandala with the center. So we have to find the center of our paper. That's the very beginning of every mandala we do. We find the center first. So here is the center. And now I'm turning my ruler to the centimeter side because I want to put few marks in my mandala to draw the concentric circles. So today these markings are little in the points, like little bit closer to each other. So let me show the mandala measurements on the screen, and if anyone wants to volunteer can write down these measurements in the chat for the other people who are going to join later. But yeah, these are the markings. Point 0.8 is the first marking, 0.8, then 1.2, then 1.6, then 2 centimeters. All markings are in the centimeters. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7.3. So we are going to make so many concentric circles. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for giving all the markings in the chat. So whoever is going to join it later can still see the markings in the chat if they want. So now I'm going to use this uh, rotator that is absolutely optional to draw these circles. Draw circles in all the markings. So many circles, I know. Don't draw very dark circle, draw light. So now if anyone wants to see the measurement, can see the measurement in the chat also, thanks to Kathy. Oh, so in the Ontario also it's snowing. Bonjour, Jose. Hello, Bonsai from South Africa. So now I'm just using my this protector, helix circle. It is 360-degree protector. You can use 181 too, setting up on the line, so making sure that it's setting up on the 0, holding it tight, and I'm marking it at every 10 degrees. These guidelines are really important in the mandala drawing. We can draw freehand also, that is also fun, but sometimes to keep it pretty symmetrical, these guidelines helps us a lot. And in the beginning you might find it little difficult, but once you start doing that, you will really find it helpful. And when I want to really uh, feel that meditative uh, purposes, so I really find these markings because they really helps us or guide us to draw later in the symmetry. So this one is our 2 centimeter one, 0.8, 1.2, 1.6 and 2 centimeters. So just this center line we are going to draw all the way. Rest all we are just going to draw till 2 centimeters only. We need not to draw all the way, okay? Just draw till 2 centimeter circle. Keep drawing all these sections. This is the basic guidelines for our mandala drawing. I uploaded one mandala last week or maybe last week for all my Patreons. That was the uh, Yin Yang Mandala. I hope my all YouTube members and Patreons enjoyed it. I want to say thank you to all of you to support my work. I just want to show my thank you to all of you. So I create few mandalas uh, for my Patreons, but every alternate week, Saturdays and Sundays, we draw mandala and set on Saturday and the Zentangle session on Sunday, and that is available for everyone. Now I'm just putting this my micron 08 in the compass. We are going to draw just the two circles, only two circles with the pen. We can draw it freehand also, but with the pen I find it easier. So the first is at the first circle and the 2 centimeter circle. Just these two circles with the pen. I used 08 for these circles, but now I'm going to switch to the 03 to draw inside. So is whoever is drawing along with me, let's see. Please write down one or two. If you are drawing with me, please write down one. If you are just watching the video, please write down two. Awesome. That's beautiful. Awesome. So now here, that's absolutely okay, Linda. So 2 and 1. No problem, Kathy. Take your time, work on your own speed. And I would suggest not to work on the whole mandala with me. Maybe you can just work one section like this 1/4 section, 2 or 3 petals with me, and then later on you can complete. So first we are going to work on the very center part of the mandala. So I'm just going to trace over the line. And then I'm going to draw. I'm just focusing a little closer. Draw little these curvy lines. So 3 lines fit very well. I call them contour line because they are kind of creating the outside boundary of this little tiny globe. So yes, Bunny, coordinates are there in the chat also. You can see. Uh, Kathy gave all those coordinates. Where did they go? I think they must be there in the chat. You can see. But if you really want to see, I'm just, oops, not this. These are the mandala measurements. You can see on the screen also quickly. Uh, I'll just leave them for some time. Here we are going to draw circles in between this 0.8 and 1.2. Thank you for the subscription. So whoever is here with me right now, either you're drawing or not drawing, don't forget that you have to click on the thumbs up button. I hope you guys are enjoying with me. So don't forget that click on the thumbs up button on the video. You can leave the chat, go out, click on the thumbs up button and then come back. Now we are going to draw inside of these circles. If you want, right now you can change your pen to 01. Right now I'm just working with the 03, the same pen. But if you work with the 01, it would be little easier. Don't forget to fill these leftover spaces. And same we are going to do in these outer spaces. So we are done with the two layers, the center globe and the circles. Now we will work in the third layer. Those are the little round petals like this. And don't forget to fill these little empty spaces. In between these circles and these petals or leaves. And now in between these leaves, we are just going to draw these three tiny leaves going out. We are just going to draw these little curvy lines. Okay, so we are done with the center of our this mandala, and now we are going to start working on the outer layer. So I'm just keeping my pen on the side and I'm just grabbing my pencil. So can we just do the highlights in the circle with the white gel pen? Yes, why not? Just fill the whole circle and then just use your white pen to make that dot. Sure. Hi Rachel, nice to have you. So now we are going to start working on this second centimeter, and we are going to work together in the two layers, 2 centimeter and the 3 centimeter. So the first layer is this outline and the second is this curve. So that's how we are going to get our these petals. So feel free to draw all this with the pen first and then trace it with the pencil. I'm here using my Micron 08. Drawing with the pencil first is always a nice idea, and then trace it with the pen. I mostly draw with the pencil first and then draw with the pen, trace with the pen, but generally here in these sessions we have little less time. So our next week mandala, we are going to draw on a 9-inch square paper, or you can draw that on the 8-inch square paper too. That is the little big design. So this is the design which we are going to draw in our next week mandala, and it is a little bigger one. So like this is the 6 inches, so this is small. This will be on the 8-inch or the 9-inch. If you have the 9-inch, you will have little extra space around, but 8-inch paper will also can also fit this one. 8-inch or 8.5-inch, whatever paper you have. So next week in the mandala session, please keep the little bigger paper. Now I'm just using my this Micron 03 pen for the double linings. Now we are going to start working on the inside. First we are going to work inside on this bottom. So from here center, we are just going to go on this side and we are going to make this petal going both side. So there are various ways in the drawing part of the mandala, whatever approach works best for you. Like you can work on the whole one petal at a time and then you can move to the next petal, or you can work on a one pattern at a time. You complete that pattern in all the petals and then you come back for the next pattern. Both ways it is right. There is no right and wrong method in this. It's absolutely your choice. And here we are going to draw this. Double line. And fill this area. Few days ago, I made a post. It was the Mother Language Day, and I asked on my Facebook page about the mother language of everyone in the group, and it was so amazing to see the diversity and that we all have so many other different, languages. Some of the name I even heard first time. I was not even aware of those few languages, but it was so much fun. And but the best part is we all are connected with this one language, that is art, right? That is our language that connects all of us. And now in this top part here, we are going to draw. Let's first draw the circle in the center top and then two on the each side. Maybe if it is fitting a little bit more, go ahead and do that. I think for me, one on the top and two on the each side is enough. One on the top and two on the each side. And then fill rest of the space. I'm using pen 03. You can use pen 02 or 01 for this one. If you are using 08, maybe you can skip this part or this, make this inner part little smaller, or skip any pattern uh, because 08 tip is little thick, or maybe you can get the little thinner circles, that would also work. So if you are drawing along with me, and if you want to draw a little slow, feel free to draw slow. And my suggestion is, instead of drawing the all 8 petals, you can draw just 4 petals with me right now, and the rest you can draw later whenever uh, you are free, you want to draw. So in that way you need not to rush. The best part in the mandala is that we should not rush, we should enjoy the process to get the full benefit of it. And it is always great to draw all the petals with the pencil first and then trace them with the pen. That takes little extra time, but that is really helpful. Perfect. And now we are going to work on these other sections. So we are going to join these inner petals with these curvy round lines. Again, feel free to draw with the pencil first. So what I'm doing, I'm just doing this one side double line in this direction, and then I will draw on the other direction. Now I will draw on the other direction. You can decide whatever works best for you. Now we are going to draw this straight line in the center and these beautiful leaves. Little contour hatching in the leaves. I didn't change my pen. I'm still using the Micron 03. Mandala drawing is so meditative for me. So these are the petals, and now we are going to draw the petals on the top again. Let me see. Hi Rajni. Is that a spiral inside the petal? Yes, this is a spiral, Kathy. Let me bring it little. This is just the spiral inside these small petals. Hi Rajni from Ludhiana. Looks blurry. Oh Nevi, is it blurry for you? Please everyone write down in the chat if is my voice is clear and loud enough and the screen is blurry or it's clear to you guys. Clear. Thank you, Valerie. It's okay. Now, awesome, Navi. Thank you. Now I'm grabbing my pencil and we are going to start. So you see from this section, so we are kind of getting this halfish area because we have to reach to this part here like this. For this section. So I'm crossing this point and then curvy line. After that, let's just draw one more line with the pencil. In between of these two now, we are going to start here, and this time we are going to go all the way to the top. Then we'll trace all this together. So that's how, let me start working with the pen. So I'm just using this Micron 03 again. And now we are going to trace on the outer petal. Perfect. Now we are going to work inside of this first area where we are going to draw this petal, and we are going to draw the side petals, and we will keep filling this leftover area, or we generally call these leftover spaces negative spaces. In my all those graphite art class, we work a lot in the positive negative space in graphite art, as well as in my color pencil art too. It has a beautiful concept. If you learn how to play with your negative space, it creates a lot of impact on your actual composition. Don't forget to fill these intricacies. Draw as many petals as you can. So tomorrow we'll see each other for the Zentangle session where we are going to draw on a 3.5 inch square tile. This is the artwork which we are going to draw tomorrow. We are going to draw on the black and white, not in the colored, but you can use color pencil, colored pen, whatever you want. And uh, then next Saturday, Sunday, there will be no session. But next to next, again, we are going to work on the mandala and the Zentangle session. So be careful because next mandala session will be on the 9-inch square paper that can fit very well on a 8-inch square too. I'm using a 9-inch square because then you have plenty space around it, and when we are going to frame it so it becomes easy, but it fits very well on a 8-inch too, as we have made our earlier lot many mandalas on a 8-inch square, so it's kind of the same size. It's not really important that your all petals are supposed to be of the same size in all these section. They can be 4, they can be 5, it's absolutely okay. So Rachel, I generally use the Bristol Smooth, uh, this one. So the link is there in this one. So these are the Strathmore 9 inch by 12 inch. So I just cut it into the 9 inch. So the rest I can use for the, uh, the paper, the bookmark, or in any greeting card or something like that. So we use the same pad in our all uh, graphite art also, the same Bristol Smooth. My all student use these Bristol Smooth. Sometimes we use 11 by 14 inch also for bigger projects. And sometimes we cut them into half too. So it depends on our study, on the project size, but use the same paper. Let me show you some of these, like these are the different artworks. You can see these are the graphite ones, so which we generally do in our graphite art classes, and they all are on the Bristol Smooth, like the same. So you can see some are the 11 by 14 inch, some are like little smaller. So these all are the Google Meet classes, two-way communication. I see you, you see me, and we talk each other in those classes. Those are the skill-based classes. So the same paper we use in those. Now let's start working on in between of these two petals here. So I'm just making this mark here, one dot, two dot. We can draw the circles freehand here, or we can use the circle template to draw the circles. It's absolutely your choice. Just take a look what I'm going to do. So these are the 8 dots where we are going to draw the tiny 1/4 inchish circle. I'm drawing directly with the pen. This is 1/4 inchish circle. We can draw this freehand easily, but this is just a good way of drawing. If you're really looking for the same size and the perfect circle, you can use these stencils, or you can use the back of the cap, back of the pen, or the pencil, whatever works best for you. The link of this stencil is also there in the video description. I find it really handy. Yes, Valerie, those all are the online classes, all on the Google Meet. And uh, these are the graphite art classes. Then I take color pencil art classes also. So these are the few color pencil um, art classes projects which we are doing right now in my classes. Different study of the different colors and all that. These all are the color pencil one. But color pencil classes generally I start after the graphite, but it's absolutely up to you if you want to do the color. So color pencil classes, and I'm going to start a new graphite art class from 8th of March every Wednesday evening 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I live in the Pacific time, so all my classes are based on the US time zone or the Canadian time zone because that's pretty much similar. So I got a lot of inquiry from the Europe and from India. So that time doesn't actually work for those skill-based classes. These kind of sessions, they are stored later and you can watch them later. They all are available on YouTube. So they work for all around the world. And those graphite art classes works for all age groups. Anyone can join them. 8 years and above. Generally I start. A lot of adults also join to enhance the skill and to create some good projects. Feel free to draw this free with the pencil first. That is my suggestion, to draw everything with the pencil first and then trace it. Okay. And now we are going to start working on the next layer. How is it going with everyone? Love the jellyfish. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Valerie. Hi from SoCal. Oh, we'll get the beginning on replay. Awesome, Mandala. Thank you, Guan. Take your time. Now we are going to work on the top of this. Let me first do it with the pencil again. So now we see these two here. So we are going to work on this section like this. So I'm just doing directly with the pen. That's why these guidelines are so important, right? No problem, Valerie. Take your time. And after that, we are going to just do the double line and we are going to reach all the top of it. So we are going to start from this here. So first I'm working on this one side. These are beautiful decorative mandala petals. I hope everyone is finding it easy. What do you think about the difficulty level of this mandala so far? Are you guys finding it easy, tough, or the medium difficulty level? I will look in the chat after completing this row. Yeah, challenging but fun. Difficult is fine. It's the speed for me. No worries. You can work on your own speed. Medium tough. Awesome, Linda. Nice. Glad you guys are enjoying. And after this, we are going to work on this section first. So here we are just going to draw. In this one, we are actually going to use the little thick pen. What I'm doing, I'm just changing my this 03 to 01, or maybe 02. 02 is just a very less difference, not much. So I'm just using 01, and we are drawing the same. These little tiny globes. So word inside the word, like the lot of words are around this one, the center one. You can interpret it the way you want. These are just the design pattern. I try to bring harmony in the whole design. So zero 01 pen would be much better. That is thinner than this one. The 02 is also fine. Because it has less space. Contour lines are so important in any kind of the drawing. Beautiful. And now we are going to draw in between section here. So first let me draw it with the pencil. So we are going to start on the top of this big petal here. And so whoever is drawing along with me, what do you say? Are you guys done? Shall I go ahead? When compared to the Celtic knot we did earlier. Easy. Okay. Yeah, Celtic knot ones were pretty tough. Yes, Rajni. Yes, blessings from the word. Beautiful. I would love to hear if these kind of thought come to my mind. That's the best part of these drawing, right? Now it will go like, oops, here inside of this box. That is the main purpose of drawing this with the pencil. So this is the one way of drawing this. The other way is what we are actually going to do is to make the spiral here. That is the other way, and then join it. So feel free to draw whatever works best for you. I'm drawing it again in the all two ways. One is to draw the spiral first like this, and then join it like this. Other is to draw it like the muka, like this first, join it, and then make the spiral. So it's your choice how you want to draw this. Both ways it is fine. So now I'm changing my pen to Micron 03. Whatever works best for you. You can draw the muka and then you can continue with the spiral later. Perfect. And now it is the time to to give little thickness in the bottom part of these spiral. Just in the bottom part. You can skip this part too. If you don't really want to do these wadings, you can skip this part. This is just to create a little bit more interest in the pattern. It can be a little bit more or a little bit less, it's fine. Perfect. And now we are going to draw the circle in between of these two spirals and these. Okay, and now we are going to draw the little tiny circle on the top. It looks like I drew a little bit bigger here, so I'm just drawing the 3 circles. One circle on the top, two circles on the side. Dot painting works very nice in these places. If you want, you can use the black acrylic paint and to make these dots. That will also look beautiful. I think I did the dot painting in my yin yang mandala, and I showed various ways and various tools to use. You can use in the dot painting in that one. And now here we are going to do the same thing. Again, you can fill the circle and you can use the white jelly roll pen later to make the highlight. Because we are working on the white paper, so leaving the spot is also a good way of making these highlight spots. But if you are working on the brown paper or something, then you have to use the white jelly roll pen or the white charcoal pencil. Okay, now what is left? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we are going to just draw a little big circle here also. And lots of tiny circles around it. As you know, mandala is all about circle, and especially this one says it, because we are going to draw so many tiny circles. Spirals, circles, lines. These are the different patterns we use in all the mandalas. Still, they all look different. That is the best part, right? What is the best part for you in the mandala drawing? Tell me. What motivates you? What is that feeling? If I don't see the chat right now, I will definitely look at the chat after the session. So please, everyone, write down in the chat what motivates you to draw the mandalas, what, how you feel about it. It is a very meditative and relaxing process for me. I want to hear from you. What do you feel? After the session, I'm going to make a post on my Facebook page as well as on my Instagram and maybe on the Pinterest too. So you can share your artwork with me on Facebook page. And if you're sharing on Instagram, you can just tag me there so that I can see, or you can in my post in the Facebook page in the comments, and you can see all other participants' artwork of the same design. And feel free to use the color pencil, color pen if you want, or you can draw the same classic way like the way I'm doing. Mostly I just draw in the classic way in these sessions, but you can see a lot of my colorful mandalas in my Patreon and the member section, and a lot of other intricate mandalas also are there. That yin yang mandala is on 14-inch square paper. I really enjoyed working on that one. Try to draw the small circles. As you see, my circles are getting a little bigger as I'm going to the next petal. So now I'm again drawing tinier circles. Okay, and now it is the time to change my pen, and I'm just using my this 08 pen again, and few of the lines I want to make a little darker. I'm just retracing. You can use 010, you can use number 10 pen also if you want for these thicker lines. I'm just using Micron 08. And now just one more line to do the double lining is this petal. And after that, it is the time to grab the eraser and to do little cleanup, and then we can decorate it as much as we want. Feel free to put your own element if any other pattern is coming to your mind which you really want to incorporate in this design. Feel free to do that. Mm, that's it. And now it is the time to get the eraser. Make sure that pen is dried wherever you put ink, especially if you put little extra ink any place. That takes some time. So generally when I'm working for myself, I don't generally use the eraser at that time. I use eraser maybe after 4 or 5 hours, or maybe if I'm drawing in the morning, so I use eraser in the evening or the other day. I leave my artwork for a few hours like that. So that ensures me that I'm not going to smudge my ink. But just because of this time limit in this session, I use the eraser so quick. But my suggestion is don't use eraser that quick. Let the ink sink in well in the paper, let it dry well in the paper, then use the eraser. It becomes much easier, believe me. In all my big artwork, I always follow that. So generally I use the brush to clean it up. Now I'm little worried that if anything smudges, I'm just using it very light hand, very light hand. Okay, yeah. So let it dry for some time and let me show you few of these mandalas which are available for all my uh, Patreons and YouTube members. Like this is the Merkaba one. These are the little colored ones. You see this light is kind of creating reflections. So let me just show you in this way. I think this one is better. So these all are the different artworks which you can see. This one is available for everyone. Rest all are for my. This is the Zen Mandala, the watercolor. So these are the different styles. These are the different mandalas which you can see. And I made the last month. I'm just looking for that. Where is this? I made that mandala on a 14-inch square paper, the yin yang one, and that is here. This is also available for all my Patreons and for all my YouTube member. And I'll start working on the next 14-inch mandala very soon for the next Patreon only, the YouTube member only mandala. So you can unlock all these mandalas if you join me as Patreon or the YouTube Oak member and above. And I really want to say thank you whoever have joined and supported me. Especially I saw that a lot of you have joined or pledged for a year in the Patreon. That saves money for you and that helps me too in that way. So I really want to say thank you to all of you for your support. But every other weekend, you can join me for these mandalas and for these Zentangle sessions on Sunday. Tomorrow, Sunday, we are going to work on this artwork, black and white. And next to next week, we are going to work on this 9-inch and this Zentangle session. So those are the next to next week ones. And if you haven't clicked on the thumbs up button, please do so. That is absolutely free for you to click on the thumbs up button. Don't forget that. After this, the last and the most important thing in any mandala or any pattern drawing artwork is the shading or the coloring or whatever way you want to decorate it. It's absolutely up to you. I'm just going to do very little shading in this one, not much, but that little shading is going to change the whole look of this beautiful mandala. I'm going to clean it a little bit closer, a little bit more late after the session, but you can see a little bit is done. We can go ahead and we can start the shading now, probably. So for the shading, I'm using this 4B pencil, the first in this globe. That is really important to give it a little bit more 3D-ish look. I lay down graphite with my graphite pencil. You can use any pencil, any school pencil would work. If you want to use the same 4B pencil, same darkness, you can use the 4B pencil, which I'm using here. If you want in the very center, you can use the charcoal pencil. That is absolutely optional. This is the white charcoal pencil. If you want, you can use this in the little bit in the center, just to make it a little lighter. That is optional. Or if you see little bit pen is going inside the section where it is not supposed to be, you can use the white jelly roll pen to fix these little tiny dots. And actually here also we can do little bit of the I didn't give the when we do shading, we find a lot of spots where we miss those tiny lines or we forgot to fill in that area. That happens with me a lot. Do you guys see a lot of spaces Like you think you are done with the mandala, but later on when you see this, you see, oops, you forgot to fill that part in one petal, in one place, and you missed that. I'm laying down the graphite. I see a lot of little pencil lines still in the middle. I'm going to clean that up later. Those precision cleaning takes little extra time. I'm going to do that. And now here, you can rotate your pencil if you are getting very thick tip. The best is that you sharp them. If you are not, if the tip is not sharpened well, I would suggest keep rotating your pencil to get the thin line. I keep suggesting that to my graphite art students too, that keep rotating your pencil while laying down graphite, especially if it is a little precision area, little thin space. Okay, now the blending. Take good enough time for this section. Don't rush the blending and the shading part. Give good time. This decoration is equally as important as the drawing. These final finishing touches changes a lot, beautifies your artwork a lot. I generally do it in rush because of the session time. It is already 9 minutes above, and now it is the time to I'm just using my this uh, pen, and I'm just going lightly. I'm not using pencil as you see, I'm just doing very soft blending. I see a lot of pencil marks which I'm supposed to erase later. If it is going inside, please erase the inside blending part and just keep it on the outside. That's it. Lots of cleaning. I can see lots of pencil marks which I'm supposed to erase. And now it is the time to praise your artwork and to feel good about it. I want to say thank you to all of you to join me and draw along with me. So that's how we are going to erase everywhere, and that's it. You can sign your name. You can do the mm, somewhere if you want to hide. You can just hide somewhere inside the petals, maybe like this. You can write your full name. You can write your chop. You can sign on the back. You can write this one is Mandala NPA 076. Yes. You can write down today's date. It is or the YouTube live. So later on, whenever you see uh, this artwork, if you feel something special or you want to write something special or the difficulty level, like you find it easy, medium, difficult, or the tough, feel free to write on the back, because later on, after 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, later on, whenever you see this artwork and you see on the back, it you'll kind of laugh or you'll feel amazed that how you felt about it. And when did you draw this? You can write Nidhi Prakash Arts or whatever you feel like. Don't forget to use those all hashtags whenever you are sharing your artwork on any of the social media. I'm going to make a post on Facebook page where you can share your artwork with me. Thank you everyone for joining me. See you tomorrow in the Zentangle session. Bye bye everyone.